Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. Seriously, thank you all so much for getting me here. Happy holidays, everyone. It's time for the holiday video of the year. The last two have been horrible killers, so I've decided to end this one with some childlike wonder. But if we're being honest, there's a good chance he has killed. From the classic book and movie, as there has only ever been one movie, everything else is a lie, it's Willy Wonka the Chocolate Maker. While most would see Willy as a simple candy man, he is anything but. He is a genius inventor, showman, and very likely an alchemist. He's also a pathological liar and may take things way too far to teach lessons and find what he's looking for. But we love him anyway because, you know, Gene Wilder. By the way, I know there are some of you that love Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka, and there's a new movie coming out as I write this, and will probably be out by the time you see this video, but there will only ever be one true Willy Wonka, and his name is Gene. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. We're using standard point array because I don't know what you're using at your table, and it makes things simple if you want to change systems. We are multi-classing, so keep an eye on those stat minimums. We're going to start things off with intelligence at 15. You are brilliant in ways no one can understand. Like, literally, no one can understand. You're either insane, brilliant, or a god. No one knows. Charisma follows with 14. You are the ultimate showman and liar. Wisdom comes in at 13. You are an amazing judge of character, but you might be insane. As I've already said, we don't know. Dex flies in at 12. You're not overly nimble or quick, but you are light on your feet. Con will be a 10, and we're dumping strength. We don't know your overall health, and strength isn't important for this build. Willy is a human. Baron Human grants a free feat and skill with your stat improvement. Place +1 into intelligence and charisma. For your free feat, Skill Expert adds +1 to charisma and gives you a free skill. Take Insight. You can also give yourself expertise in one skill. This doubles your proficiency bonus to that skill, so go ahead and throw it into Insight. Don't worry, it's not the only expertise you'll get. For your next free skill, take Perception. For background, grab the skills Investigation and Sleight of Hand. Okay, it's time for the magic. Level 1 bards start off with 3 skills. Take Deception, Performance, and Persuasion. Bardic Inspiration allows you to fill others with wonder. With a bonus action, you can give one person who can hear you within 60 feet a Bardic Inspiration dice. These are d6s they can use within the next 10 minutes for any skill check, attack roll, or saving throw. You have a number of Bardic Inspirations equal to your Charisma modifier between long rests. Spellcasting gives you the power of magic. You know 2 cantrips and 4 first level spells. For your spells, Friends gives you advantage on all charisma checks made towards one creature that isn't hostile to you for 1 minute while you maintain the spell. When the spell ends, the person knows you use magic and most likely will be annoyed by you. Light imbues magical light into an object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. For 1 hour, the object emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light into another 20-foot radius. You can also make this light any color you wish. Cure Wounds heals 1d8 plus your charisma modifier. Silent Image creates an illusionary image for 10 minutes while you maintain the spell. This illusion is no larger than a 15-foot cube and can be an object, creature, or any other visual phenomenon. You can use your action while the spell is active to make the object move. Charmed Person forces a wisdom save on one humanoid within 30 feet. If they fail, they are charmed by you for 1 hour. When the spell ends, they know you charmed them. Silvery Bards let you use your wit to insult one person and help another. When you see a creature roll a d20 within 60 feet, you can use your reaction to force a reroll. You can then choose a different creature within 60 feet, including yourself, and give advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within 1 minute. Level 2 bards are Jack of all trades. Now any skill you are not proficient with adds half your proficiency bonus to it. Song of Rest lets you improve short rest. Now when your group takes a short rest, you can begin a performance of some kind, like singing or storytelling. Now everyone who hears your performance can add a d6 to their hit dice that are rolled to regain health. Magical Inspiration now allows your Bardic Inspiration to be added to spells that deal damage or heal. For your new spell, Fairy Fire causes any object within a 20-foot cube that you create out to 60 feet to be engulfed in shimmering light. Every creature within the cube must make a dex save or begin shining dim light in a 10-foot radius. This lasts for 1 minute while you maintain this spell, and this will affect invisible creatures as well. Level 3 bards receive their subclass. College of Eloquence from Tasha's are bards who specialize in using their silver tongues, which is their first feature. Silver tongue makes your persuasion and deception checks never lower than 10. Unsetting words lets you use your bardic inspiration to go against your enemies. As a bonus action, you can use your bardic inspiration against one creature within 60 feet. Rolling the bardic inspiration dice, the number rolled will be subtracted from the target's next saving throw. Expertise lets you choose 2 skills you're proficient with and double the proficiency bonus to them. Place this into perception and performance. You also receive second level spells. For your new spell, Enlarge and Reduce targets one creature within 30 feet of you and forces a con save. Should they fail, you can now shrink or grow them for 1 minute while you maintain the spell. Since you can shrink things, let's talk about that effect and ignore the enlarge. The target size has shrunk down to half the size and 1/8 the weight, bringing it down to a single size category. While in this state, they have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and their attacks will deal 1d4 less damage. Level 4 bards earn our first ability score improvement, Bump Up Charisma for better spell DC and bardic inspirations. For your new spell, Knock lets you open any door you come to. When you cast this spell, you can unlock one lock or suppress one magical lock for 10 minutes. Heads up, this is not a stealthy spell, but you don't do stealth. Prestidigitation allows you to create several effects for up to 1 hour. These effects can be harmless sensory effects like a puff of wind or a faint sound, light or snuff out a flame from a candle to even a campfire, clean or soil one object, change the color of something, or create a small illusion. You can do up to 3 effects with one casting of this. Okay, it's time to start inventing and candy. Level 1 artificers begin with magical tinkering. You can now touch one tiny non-magical object and imbue it with a magical effect. This magical effect can be sound, light, odor, or a static image. I would be okay with adding taste to this though. This is not the candy, that comes later. You can imbue a number of tiny objects equal to your intelligence modifier. Spellcasting makes you a half caster. Yeah, artificer isn't a full caster. Now that you're multi-classing a spellcaster, head to page 164 in the player's handbook to see how many spell slots you get. After a long rest, you can prepare a total number of spells equal to half your artificer level plus intelligence modifier. You're going to start off with 2 cantrips and 4 first level spells. Remember though, Bard is a charisma based spell modifier, while Artificers is an intelligence based one. For your spells, Dancing Light creates 4 torch sized lights that float around out to 120 feet, emitting a 10-foot radius of dim light each. As a bonus action, you can move the lights 60 feet, but they must stay within 120 feet of the range of the spell, and each light must stay within 20 foot of another. You must maintain this spell for 1 minute. Spare the Dying stabilizes one creature at 0 HP. Purity of Food and Drink creates a 5-foot radius sphere within 10 feet of you that purifies any food and drink within, rendering it free of poison and disease. Feather Fall stops all fall damage with a reaction on up to 5 creatures no matter the height. For your last 2 spells, take what you want. You really want to customize this, trust me. Level 2 Artificers gain infused items. This allows you to turn non-magical items into magical ones. You know 4 infusions but can only have 2 active at any given point. For your infusions, grab Replicate Magic Item twice and get yourself a Bag of Holding and Goggles of Night. Level 3 Artificers now have their subclass and it's time for candy. Alchemist, found in Tasha's, allows you to create some amazing things. First, you now have proficiency in Alchemist tools. Experimental Elixir lets you create magical elixirs or magical candy if your DM is okay with it. After a long rest, you can magically create an experimental elixir with your Alchemist tools. Roll a d6 to determine its effects. A creature can use an action to consume the elixir and gain the effects. These effects include increasing walking speed, +1 to AC, gain a flying speed, add a d4 to attack rolls, heal, or can cast the Alter Self spell. Alchemist Spells gives you more spells that you always have for free. For these spells, Healing Word lets you heal someone within 60 feet by 1d4 plus your intelligence. Ray of Sickness lets you poison someone, which really isn't you, making a ranged spell attack at a creature within 60 feet and dealing 2d8 poison damage on a hit and forcing a con save. Should they fail, they are poisoned until the end of your next turn. Level 4 Artificers earn another ability score improvement, Bump Up Intelligence. For your new spells, take what you want, you get 2 here. Level 5 bards gain an upgrade to their bardic inspirations, which are now D8s. Font of Inspiration lets you regain all used bardic inspirations at the end of a short rest instead of a long rest. You also gain 3rd level spells. For your new spell, Major Image is a better illusion. Now for 10 minutes while you maintain this spell, you create an illusion that fits within a 20-foot cube. You can use your action to cause the illusion to move as long as you are within 120 feet of it. If you cast this illusion at 6th level or higher, it becomes permanent until dispelled and no longer requires concentration. Level 6 Eloquence Bards receive Unfailing Inspiration. Now when someone uses Bardic Inspiration dice for a skill check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, they can keep the Bardic Inspiration dice. The Bardic Inspiration stays until they successfully use it or until the time is up. Universal Speech lets you talk to anyone. As an action, you can choose a number of creatures equal to your Charisma modifier within 60 feet. They can now understand you for 1 hour. You can do this once per long rest, unless you burn a spell slot. Counter Charm is an action where you start a performance that lasts until the end of your next turn. While active, any creature including you that hears you within 30 feet has advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. For your new spell, Mass Healing Word lets you heal up to 6 creatures within 60 feet through your song. Each creature regains 1d4 plus your Charisma modifier in HP. Level 7 bards now have 4th level spells. For your new spell, Charm Monster is an upgraded version of Charm Person, but now can target anyone, not just humanoids. Level 8 bards earn another ability score improvement to cap off Charisma. For your new spell, we can finally get your wonderful world. Hallucinatory Terrain creates a massive illusion that fills a 150-foot cube over natural terrain, not artificial like buildings. Every feature within the cube appears how you wish it to be. This includes sounds and smells. This is supposed to be an illusion of natural terrain, but candy trees will not hurt anyone. And if your DM doesn't allow that, I'm sad for you. You can even use this to cover natural features like holes in the ground. Natural terrain that is bigger than the illusion will poke through. This spell lasts for 24 hours. Level 9 bards gain an upgrade to their Song of Rest, now giving a D8 to short rests. You also gain 5th level spells. For your new spell, Skill Empowerment allows you to inspire others to greater heights. Now for up to 1 hour while you maintain this spell, you can give expertise to a skill one creature is proficient with. Level 10 bards get a lot at this level. First, their Bardic Inspiration dice is upgraded to D10s. You also get 2 more expertise. Place this into Deception and Persuasion. Finally, you get Magical Secrets. You can now choose 2 spells from any list and add them to your spells as if they were bard spells. For your Magical Secrets, Fly grants you a flying speed of 60 feet for 10 minutes while you maintain this spell. I know it's not the flying glass elevator, but it's what I got. You can upcast this past 3rd level to target more people. So now you can move Charlie and Grandpa Joe. Summon Fae lets you call an Oompa Loompa for help. I don't know what they actually are, but they sure as hell act like Fae, so I'm calling them Fae. For 1 hour while you maintain this spell, you summon a Fae spirit that takes the form you wish. Choosing from Fuming, Merfolk, or Tricksty, this form determines its abilities and will always obey your verbal commands. Level 11 bards receive 6th level spells. For your new spell, Hero's Feast creates a glorious feast of amazing food and drink for up to 12 creatures. After 1 hour, everyone who took part in the feast receives multiple benefits. For the next 24 hours, they are cured of all diseases and poisons, they are immune to poison and being frightened, and all wisdom saves are at advantage. Their hit point maximum is also increased by 2d10s. Level 12 bards earn another ability score improvement, Let's Grab a Feat. Chef adds +1 to wisdom and improves your short and long rests. Now while you take a short rest, you can prepare food for a number of creatures that equal 4 plus your proficiency bonus. And at the end of the short rest, they will receive an extra 1d8 to their hit dice. When you finish a long rest, you can prepare treats to give enough creatures equal to your proficiency bonus. These treats can be eaten with a bonus action and give them temporary HP equal to your proficiency bonus. Now it's up to your DM if you can stack the short rest benefits with Song of Rest, as there's nothing that states neither can be stacked with another, nor does it say you must only do one. Personally, I would be okay with this. You can sing and cook at the same time, but it's up to your DM. Level 13 bards get their Song of Rest upgraded to a D10. You also get 7th level spells. For your new spell, Mirage Arcane is basically hallucinatory terrain but bulked up. You can now cover 1 square mile of natural terrain in a massive illusion, and this can add or conceal artificial structures. This spell lasts for 10 days. Level 14 Eloquence Bards gain their final feature, Infectious Inspiration. Now when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you uses your Bardic Inspiration dice for a skill check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to give a free Bardic Inspiration dice to another creature within 60 feet. This free Bardic Inspiration dice does not count towards your total Bardic Inspirations you have. You can do this a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier between long rests. You also gain 2 more Magical Secrets. For your Magical Secrets, Reverse Gravity lets you control gravity in a 50-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder for 1 minute while you maintain the spell. Any creature within the cylinder that isn't anchored down is pulled upwards toward the top of the cylinder. They can make a dex save to attempt to grab hold of anything to stop themselves. Solid objects can be pulled upwards and they can collide with creatures inside the cylinder. At the end of this spell, they fall back to the ground. Conjure Woodland Beings calls forth several Oompa Loompas to your service. For 1 hour while you maintain the spell, you call forth several Fae depending on their CR rating. You can call 1 Fae of CR 2 or lower, 2 Faes of CR 1 or lower, 4 Faes of CR half or lower, and 8 Fae of CR quarter or lower. They will obey your verbal commands, and upcasting this will add more Fae. At 6th level, you summon twice as many, 8th level is 3 times as many. Level 15 bards now have their Bardic Inspiration upgraded to D12s. You also now have 8th level spells. For your final spell, Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion lets you open a door and reveal a huge mansion inside. For 24 hours, you create a mansion inside an extra-dimensional space that appears how you want it to. The mansion is made up of 50 10 by 10 foot cubes, arranged how you want them. It comes with 100 near-transparent servants that attend to your every need and contains food and water. Our final level is level 16 Bard, and you earn our final ability score improvement, Cap Off Intelligence, which means you get another Artificer spell. Have fun choosing. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 8, Dex 12, Con 10, Intelligence 20, Wisdom 14, Charisma 20. Your total levels are Artificer 4, Bard 16. Let's dive in. You are just pure whimsy. With your dancing and singing, you can heal your friends and protect them from charms. You can craft magical treats that grant abilities and heal them. You can summon Fae to help you, reverse gravity, fly, create a magical world of wonder, and always have your home at your fingertips. Finally, you're just good to have around. You buff your friends and their roles, you can charm, and your skills are amazing with your skills with Deception, Persuasion, and Performance being a plus 17. By the way, Deception and Persuasion can never be lower than 27. You can also add plus 3 to all your skills you aren't proficient with. Downside. Biggest one, you're pure whimsy. Yeah, this build is fun for roleplay, but in combat it fails horribly. You have 1 combat spell, that's it. You can summon Fae to fight for you, but you must maintain those spells. And you don't want to get hit because you're only bringing just over 100 HP, taking the average. You can customize this to add damage, but as of now, you can't fight. You also have a lot of concentration spells, which yeah, that can happen pretty easily. Finally, your strength and con are pretty bad. You need to get both of those up, with at least no negative for strength. If I were you, I'd stick close to your friends and stay away from the bad guys. This is a build that's whole purpose is to help your team, so do that. Inspire others to greater heights and show them a world of pure imagination. Had to say it at least once. Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy the time of year where everything else feels so much more wonderful, even though we're teetering on the edge of a hellscape and can fall any minute. So for the love of the gods, be nice to each other and share a little wonder and happiness with someone else who may need something more than you. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. Make sure to check out my Patreon where you can help decide next week's new character.